Hi everybody, how you doing? Well, this is another Take 5 video with Pester Brat, the founder and director of the Fellowship of Concerned Christian Constitutional Patriots. The website and the media arm for the fellowship is pesterbrat.com. So just go to www.pesterbrat.com to read some articles, get some other information, storing all these videos on there. I hope that you'll check it out. You know, I was thinking about trying a different setup in here, but let me just remind you, for those of you who are maybe just starting to watch the videos, this is very low budget, folks. It's not about the entertainment. I don't have the money for it. Maybe I would do a little bit more if I had money and had access to equipment that I have packed away right now. But this is just about information. This is about encouragement. This is about informing, and this is about warning. In case of the imminent economic collapse does indeed occur. And so again, the motto is better to be safe than sorry. Hope for the best, plan for the worst, pray God's will is done. And my last motto is I'd rather be a fool for preparing for an economic collapse and nothing happen than to be a fool for not preparing for an economic collapse and it does happen. And so that's all. It's just about encouragement. You can take or leave whatever I say. It's between each person and the Lord. But just wanted to share just a few things with you. First of all, what did you stock up on this week? Were you able to stock up on anything? If you're just starting to stock up, you know, we're suggesting long shelf life foods. You can get dehydrated foods, freeze-dried foods, MREs, shorter shelf life foods, you know, your regular canned foods, salt, sugar, all kinds of basic necessities. Stock up on anything that you would not be able to get at the store. If you don't think that you can live off the land, hunt, fish, garden, then I suggest you be stocking up to buy some time. But anyway, one good thing to stock up right now is gas prices. I mean, gasoline, excuse me, because of the gas prices, right? I mean, I know everybody's different because of state tax for gasoline, but in Alabama, the lowest I've seen it, but this is yesterday, I didn't go out today, was $1.91.9 at our raceway in Gardendale, Alabama. So while it's good for our pocketbooks right now, it's a bad sign for the economy, as I'm sure some of you know. It's not a good sign for the economy. It's getting below cost, and it's just not a good sign. But go ahead and take advantage of the gas prices. I recommend that if you can get 55-gallon barrels, you can store them in there if you can, or just go out and get you some gas cans and store. You need to know if there's not an EMP event, man-made from an attack or natural from the sun, you may need fuel to get somewhere else, another family member, church, or whatever. I did want to tell you about something that I saw at church on Sunday. It was my week to have door duty. If you want to know more information about door duty at our church, email me at pesterbrat@aol.com. I'll be glad to tell you about it. But anyway, I had door duty. We rotated, just 3 of us to rotate that. And I'm just sitting there doing my thing. And we can listen to the sermon out there, by the way. We have a speaker set up. And I just happened to be looking outside, and one of those MRAP vehicles is being transported somewhere. I don't know where. Could have been another base. Could have been one of the local police departments that are starting to get more and more of those that people believe to help quell any violence that comes from civil unrest due to some major event. So anyway, I wanted to tell you about that, and I just again wanted to remind you about thinking about the role of the churches, talking to the church. Now, one thing that the pastor of our church and I did talk about that I thought was very helpful is our church, we're blessed for the property to be paid for. So while we think about whether there's someone in the family you would go to and stay that has their home paid off in the event of a major economic collapse, what is the pastor's responsibility and some of the church leaders' responsibility to their church members that don't have anywhere to go? And so that's something else that'd be worthwhile to check into. Is your church property paid for? Will people be able to come to the church, set up camp, and so forth? These are all things in addition to whether your church would have a food pantry for members, not just for those that are hungry in the case of a major economic collapse, which is very possible. Running out of time for my 5-minute limit. God bless you. Love y'all.